Today's horoscope, Aquarius June 12, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's full moon can bring people to you, or it can stir up strong emotions and a lot of activity in your social life. It can also motivate you to get moving on a new plan or project that's fresh and exciting. Inner stirrings prompt you into action. There can be the illumination of a friendship or romantic matter, or your feelings can be hard to ignore now, even if you've been keeping them at bay. This can be a time of invites or a sudden demand for your help, support, or company. A pleasant feeling of being needed and needing others can be experienced now, but if instead you feel these things are lacking, you'll want to fix the situation. Good energy for solving problems and relating well with others is also with you as Mercury and Venus harmonize today. Conversations can be helpful. Your increased desire to find peace in our domestic life, family, and work can lead to more favorable agreements and circumstances. Get ready for a glorious full moon today. A full moon roars from its perch in your solar house of friendships, communities, and online dating. For singles, this is a significant time to try meeting someone new, whether that's online or on your personal or social network. Hang out with friends and acquaintances. You may meet someone who catches your eye. If you've had a crush on a pal for a while, this could be the moment when you move from casual to lovers. If coupled up, plan a fun June night out. Good energy and a remarkable talent in all social situations make your charm irresistible. Make sure you're schmoozing in person or on the phone. Don't waste this great energy behind a desk. You take the path less traveled most of the time. Your individualistic nature depends on yourself more than others, and it can get pretty lonely if you don't make an effort to socialize and seek out human interactivity in whatever ways are currently possible for you. However, if you are someone who has considered getting a pet but not done so, ask yourself if now would be a good time. People who own pets generally can't imagine life without their special companion. They can really brighten up your life. The essence of this day will encourage you to interact with groups of people virtually, if necessary. Considering this, don't be surprised if you wind up doing just that. Opportunity abounds as you can gain so much by interacting in this way. Shared insights, experiences, and abilities hold amazing power not only for getting things done but also for every individual present. Take advantage of any opportunity you get on this day. Chances are, you will see great strides made. When Jupiter left your playful and creative part of your chart yesterday and returned to your work sector to begin your biggest year for job growth and expansion in over a decade, he left the sun behind. While the sun will stay on until later next week, after that he too will shift his focus to the busy side of life's fence. In his first full day on his own, the sun is facing a headwind from both today's full moon and the working week itself but is determined to put guardrails in place when it comes to a balance between work and play. There is more help on the way, but not until later in the month. Jupiter's departure from your romantic sector yesterday and Mercury's the day before has left the sun on his own. The sun will continue to keep the solar on matters of the heart and all things romantic until he too leaves in 10 days, something that will leave you with no planetary activity on the romantic front for the first time since May 2024. You can no longer rely on the love gods to keep the spirit of romance alive, with the responsibility now starting to fall on you. Daily Planetary Overview. Today marks a powerful and meaningful turning point as the full moon rises in Sagittarius, bringing a 6-month lunar cycle to a close. Full moons are always moments of culmination and clarity, and with Sagittarius at the helm, this one invites you to reflect on your personal growth, your leaps of faith, and the ways you've stepped outside of your comfort zone. Think back, where were you 6 months ago? What dreams were just taking root? Sagittarius energy is expansive, bold, and truth-seeking. Maybe you took a risk by starting a new job, diving into a course of study, planning a journey, or simply allowing yourself to dream a little bigger than usual. Even if things didn't go exactly to plan, it's likely that you learned something essential about yourself, and that, in itself, is a form of success. Now that the lunar cycle is reaching its peak, it's a perfect time to celebrate how far you've come. Give yourself credit for the ways you've grown, even if they feel small. We often underestimate our progress because we're too close to see it. So today, try something different, talk about it. Whether with a close friend, a loved one, or even through journaling, express what this chapter has meant to you. Ask someone, have you noticed anything different about me lately? You might be surprised by their insights. Others are likely already noticing your energy shift. Right now, you're radiating optimism and self-assurance and people are responding to it. Wet. Her in your personal life or professional circles, your positive outlook is drawing admiration and respect. You're coming across as capable, thoughtful, and ready to take on the next challenge, and others are naturally gravitating toward your light. This full moon might also bring good news your way. It could arrive in the form of a message, an invitation, or a meaningful acknowledgement of your efforts. Maybe a project you've worked on finally gains traction. Maybe someone you admire reaches out with praise. Or maybe something you'd nearly given up on begins to blossom unexpectedly. Trust that the seeds you've planted are finding fertile ground. Financially, this can be a very promising period, especially if you're thinking about how to use your resources more intentionally. If you've been considering making an investment, whether that's financial, educational, or emotional, this is a good time to seek guidance and weigh your options. People around you are likely to be honest and helpful. If you're speaking with a bank advisor, business partner, or mentor, you'll find their advice surprisingly aligned with your long-term interests. That said, this isn't a time to rush into anything blindly. Sagittarius encourages vision, but it also warns against reckless optimism. So yes, dream big but balance those dreams with a thoughtful plan. Form a clear strategy. Focus on ventures that align with your deeper purpose, rather than getting pulled into distractions or trends that don't trull. Why resonate? Revisit something you once put on hold. An old passion project, an idea you shelved for another time. Today might be the day to bring it back into the light. You're in a strong position to breathe new life into something that still matters deeply to you. And let's not forget your well-being. This full moon also supports holistic growth. Physical activity, time in nature, or even just a moment of silence with your thoughts can bring the clarity and calm you need. Taking care of your body and mind right now amplifies everything else you do. So ask yourself, where do I feel most aligned right now? What risks have paid off and what lessons came from the ones that didn't? Full moons ask us to reflect, release, and realign. You don't have to have it all figured out, but you do have to keep moving forward. If any of this speaks to your current experience, take a moment to reflect and, better yet, share it. Have you noticed a theme in your life over the last 6 months that's final? Come full circle. Are you standing at the edge of something new? Drop a comment and let others know. You never know how your journey might mirror someone else's or spark a conversation that lights the way. This full moon is a reminder, you've come far. And there's even more ahead. The sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning.
I hope you enjoy the reading. And for more predictions, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, click the bell button next to it, and leave a comment in a video. This way, you know what is coming towards you, and how you can best prepare yourself for the upcoming day. Also, we want to thank you all so much for watching all our videos and the support, and all the new subscribers. If you have any video suggestions, leave them down below. Good luck!